Good evening, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I feel like we're all in the same room.
Well, yes and no.
With similar questions.
Yes. Again, no accidents, always an orchestration, synchronicity abounds.
What do you see for me?
What do you see for you?
I see myself preparing for a future.
Preparing for a future?
Yes.
What about living in the present?
I'm living in the present, but I see sort of like I see a future about to manifest.
Can you describe it?
Yes. A lot of responsibility.
Is that good?
Yes.
Thank you. Because it's the ability to respond, yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
I too am a writer, but a writer of music.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
And have done it for many years.
And
there were certain areas where I had deficiencies.
I see.
In terms of mastery.
I see. All right.
And
but this is something you enjoy learning, yes?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
And after listening to you, I started to pursue my joy.
Thank you.
So I started practicing piano.
Thank you.
And I have a vision that I can manifest great growth in a very short period of time.
All right. Very good. Thank you for that definition.
And I feel the same way in terms of conducting.
Thank you.
So I feel like in this present where work is not as active as it was last year.
Yes.
It's a period of preparation for me.
All right. You are allowing yourself in this period of so-called preparation then to simply literally become more conductive.
And to manifest.
Yes.
How do you deal with the times when you feel fearful?
Well, I don't feel that way, but the idea, again, as we said, is to recognize that it's there for a positive reason. Include the fear as part of the manifestation, not an obstruction in it. If you define it as an obstacle, if you define it in such a way that you're saying it has nothing to do with where you think you should be, then you're not using it. It's not part of your energy. It can't help you get further. But if you say the fear is here to show me something I need to know, to tell me I have a definition that is out of alignment with my dream, with my joy, with my passion, then I will thank the fear and I will use it. And I will ask myself the question, what would I have to believe is true? What would I have to define as true in order for me to be experiencing this feeling? And when you ask that question, you will begin a journey down into yourself, into your consciousness, deeper and deeper, to find out what that definition is and why you think you have a reason for holding on to it. Once you define it, it becomes transparent. Once you identify it, it no longer has power. And when you recognize that it has nothing to do with who you prefer to be, you can just send it on its way. And then, feel the freedom and the release that comes from that recognition and allow the definition you would prefer to be there to be as real as the old definition was. So use the fear in a positive way. Remember, when you doubt, it's not that you lack trust. Doubt is simply trusting in a belief you don't prefer. You follow me?
Yes.
So you're always trusting. Trust that you're always trusting. If you didn't trust in something, you wouldn't have an experiential reality. The issue is not learning to trust. The issue is learning what you're trusting in. So that if it's something that you don't prefer, something that's out of alignment with your true self, you can let it go as something that doesn't belong to you anymore. And thank it for being there because it brought you to where you are. It was a stepping stone. It was a rung on the ladder. If you devalue any rung on the ladder, you can't climb to the next rung. Because that rung that you devalue will crack and break and keep you where you are. Validation of everything that's going on in your life as having a reason to be there. Your reason for being there is what will allow you to use it in a positive way, and in using it in a positive way will allow you to experience a positive effect from it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is that a song you can sing?
Yes. Very apropos.
Thank you.
So knowing,
yes.
if I know what will be next year.
It's not that you know what will be. It's that you always know who you are now. Knowing who you are now is what will allow whatever needs to represent that to come in. You don't have to know specifically how or in what way that will manifest. That's not the job of the physical consciousness. It's the job of the higher mind. Physical consciousness is not designed to understand how things are going to happen. Physical mind is only designed to know how things have happened. Higher mind knows how things will happen. So if you simply open up and be who you wish to be right now in the present as a state of being, you will give your higher mind the best opportunity it can to then deliver to you those things that are reflective of how things will happen. But the physical mind doesn't always have to know how that will be and can't actually know. It can form a symbol that represents it, but that's all it is. So don't insist that it has to happen a certain way, because when you insist it has to happen a certain way, you actually prevent the higher mind from giving it to you in a way that could actually be beyond what you imagined. Make sense?
Yes.
Does that help?
Yes. Is that like a premonition?
In some senses, it's connected because it's coming from a higher level. It's seeing farther. But the idea is that if you're standing on the mountaintop and you see the road stretch out a lot farther than you did when you were down on the valley floor, standing on the mountaintop and seeing the road is the higher mind. And when you make that connection, what you're getting is the reassurance of the higher mind that says, do not worry. I can see the road and I can see how you're going to go down the road. All you need to do is believe that and listen when I tell you through your imagination, this is the way to go. And don't fight me on it.
Thank you.
Does that help?
Very much.
Point, counterpoint. Thank you.
Thank you.
At this timing, we will extend to all of you our deep and heartfelt unconditional love at the co-creation and gift you have given to us in communicating with you in this way at this time. You have helped us form and crystallize a new bridge, a new link to a new reality in which we will both one day share our dreams together. Pleasant dreams and good day.